Hey, what's up, guys? This video is about never crying over a woman. Now, guys, I understand, a lot of you guys, you run across these certain females who make you feel special. You probably been with her a long time and you got a lot of history. But at the end of the day, if she ends up leaving you, bro, don't cry over her. If anything, go cry, in your car somewhere or somewhere private. But never do this. Never get on the internet, because whatever video you drop, whether you think you deleted it all, it doesn't matter. It's always on the internet. Once it's on the internet, it's always on the internet. Don't cry in front of your friends and family. Don't cry in front of her family. Don't call her crying. Don't do a video you crying. Never do that, bro. Keep that pain to yourself. If anything, go to the gym. Go run some miles. Hit the bag. Something. So this is a prime example. I told you guys before, one of the older videos, about how these certain celebrities think that once they reach a certain status or they gain so much money that they literally can get anybody they want. Meg Thee Stallion, I told you guys about Shaq and Slim Thug, so didn't want to make the video, but I'm gonna make the video because this guy, he just won't stay off the internet, bro. He just keep uploading videos about this female. So Slim Thug, some of you guys may know him, some of them know, he's a known Texas rapper. He literally started making videos a couple days ago attacking his supporters, his fans, about these Meg Thee Stallion allegations. When in reality, let's be fair, no one's making this stuff up. This man is literally uploading videos. No one has a gun to his head. No one's paying him to do this. On his spare time, which he has a lot of it, this man is constantly uploading videos about Meg Thee Stallion and, what y'all talking about, I never wanted to get at her, and y'all weird. He calling everybody. He's basically, long story short, he's attacking people. Because his plan to get with that young girl is never gonna happen. And he's upset because he keeps making advances to her, he keeps supporting her, bragging about her online, and she not giving him any attention. So now he's mad because she went off and got her, somebody that's better than him, and he can't stand it. So he literally online keep posting. Me personally, it gives a real suicide vibes. Me personally, I'm not a psychiatrist by far, but for someone to keep doing that, remember this is a grown ass man doing his mid-40s, doing them kind of videos, it's giving off a suicidal vibes to me. I don't know if I can say that or not, but there we go. So he's getting online, making these videos, attacking all his supporters because Meg don't want the dude. Listen, he's doing good in life. I'll say that. Is he 100 millionaires? No, nowhere close to that. But to an average person, he's doing great. He's clearly a millionaire. He's doing good for himself. I'll say that. So, but it's levels to it. Shaq, in other words, he has hundreds of millions of dollars. But at that point in their lives, the money does not matter. Because Meg, for example, she's also a millionaire. Now, I don't know how good she's doing with her career. I really don't follow like that. But she's a young, pretty millionaire. There you go. Triple edge. You can't the triple whammy. You can't go against. That's just, if you young, you're rich, and you look good. I ain't talking about no fat, but you in shape. You're winning. You're winning in life. You're crushing it. So someone that's on Shaq level, Slim Thug level, money is not going to help them. Now some guys gonna come back like, what you mean? Money gonna bring the females, yada yada yada. Exactly. But when you're dealing, these dudes want to go after the top tier females. Now I said this before, I'm gonna say it again. In that situation, females are not checking for dudes who just has money, if that makes sense, because they know they in the top percentile. They look good, they young, they right, they tight, the whole nine. They got all this clout. You got to come with more than money, because guess what? Those females, they always dealing with guys who have money. So they know, I told you guys from one of my old videos, they start to level up in life. So what she's doing now, she's at the top of her game. Now, I'm not saying as far as her career, music career, I don't know how that's going, but she's young, she's right, she's tight, bro. Everybody know her, so she got that status. She's not gonna deal with a guy. This is another example. You can be the owner of Walmart. Dude's like what, a trillionaire. You can go and get in her inbox, approach or whatever like that. At the end of the day, she's gonna look at the overall. She's not gonna go off of one aspect. Okay, this dude got all the money in the world, but he's ugly. Slum Thug, say this, get out your feelings or whatever, call him what it is. He has some money, but is he a good-looking guy? Negative. He's by far, no. Shaq, he's not the ugliest guy in the room. Of course, he has a shitload of money, but again, he's not the best-looking guy in the room. Both of them. Now, of course, one of them has way more money than the other. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, they're millionaires. So the people that get, they be in these comments about, this dude, he got more money than you. Don't do that. That's weak, bro. You over here comparing two different people about as far as how much money they have, when in reality, your bank account is in the negatives. At the end of the day, regardless of how much money they have, it's clear that they both are millionaires. Now, if they had the looks, they wouldn't be online thirsting at these young girls and all this other stuff like that. That's just reality, bro. If they had the looks, that would be it. But they know where they at, because this is the thing, too. I tell you guys all the time, they on your level. So those kind of guys, got all the money, so they assume they can get any girl they want. In reality, they actually got to find you sexually attractive. Now, they don't find you sexually attractive at all, and you're over here supplying their lifestyle. They prostitutes. That's all it is, bro. But they don't want prostitutes. They want a loyal hoe. That's what they want, bro. They want that loyal hoe everybody want. You can get one, but it's gonna be on a level on your level as far as looks. So if you're not an attractive person, don't expect to get an attractive female, or vice versa. If you're attractive female, if you're not an attractive female, don't expect to get an attractive guy. Now, the average guy, I won't say average, the normal guy knows what's up, so they're not gonna waste their time with that. But you have guys that when they come across some money, they forget that part. Like, oh, I'm not the best looking guy, but it don't matter. I'm getting every female. No, bro, it don't work. What they doing? They just paying for prostitutes, bro. I'm saying it like that. Slum Thug, it's sad to say because as old as he is, he doesn't have a full family. He never changed his ways. He's still dealing with these hoes, these young hoes, and he want to be faithful to them. They'll never do that. To the point now to where he's promoting him being a quote-unquote sugar daddy. You just a trick, bro. You're a sucker. You're a sucker because, no offense, like I said, I grew up, off the dude, music, nothing like this, but which we got, you got to separate who he is as far as a celebrity from, from who he really is on a day-to-day basis. So let's remove him from him being that known, Texas rapper. Everybody grew up in the 90s and 2000s. Let's remove that. I'm judging him based off of how he is outside of that, his day-to-day, how he is, as far as being a day-to-day. You are a sucker because the only time you can get those kind of females is when you gotta spend money on them. He's paying to play. Now, if you're a player, a pimp, all that stuff they was rapping out back in the day, why you can't hold down a female? And then he said stuff like, yeah, every time I go somewhere, I got a different female. Yeah, because them females that you be dealing with don't want to mess with you, fam. They only there for a little bit. You give them, give them the money or whatever, and they go on about their business. They not they hoes, bro. They prostitutes, really. Because hoes, you ain't got to do that with hoes. They'll just, they'll just mess with you for the free. But a prostitute, you paying for time. So for him to say that, oh yeah, every time I'm going somewhere, I got a new female. That's not a good thing, fam. That again, remember what he said. Every time he goes somewhere, he got a different female. It's never the same female, so you already know his love life is in shambles. So guys like that, you never take. Well, I'm gonna say the celebrities. That's why you don't fantasize over celebrities and like that. You meet them, hey, whatever, you get a picture and you go on about your way. Never try to, put them on a pedestal, because at the end of the day, they all human beings, bro. And a lot of them, for what I heard, are shitty people. So in his situation, he can never keep one female, bro. It's always these, you know what I'm saying? These little OnlyFans chicks, whatever he paying to, you know, take them out and go on dinner or a trip or something like that. They don't care about him, bro. So the fact that that girl, he keep chasing after that girl, and she clearly don't want him, and now he getting on social media talking about, oh yeah, man, you messed up, and you know you could have been with a real boss, yada yada yada. It's like, nah, fam. Now if you looked good, she would have dealt with you. But the fact that you're an old hood rapper, and on top of that, you don't even have the looks. She taking the L all the way around, bro. Like, you're old dude, you're a hood rapper, and you don't even have the looks. Now, we can compare money. Obviously, she got more money than him, but we're gonna just put that to the side. But the fact that you're a middle-aged hood rapper and you don't even have the looks, it's like, bro, she not gonna do that, bro. Like, you can pay her, she still ain't gonna do it. That's how bad it is. A lot of guys get so desperate. He trying to pay her anyway. But the problem is, a lot of them guys, they'll just, well, shit, fuck it, I'll just go ahead and pay, you know, and then go ahead and go and bend over. Like, nah, bro, it's just levels to it, bro. I know a lot of guys, you know, who probably, oh, let me get all the money and I'll just pay for it. Sad to say, those same chicks that's giving away for free, and you come to her and actually want to pay her, she'll turn you down. I know that sounds crazy, but I seen that before, because you got a lot of older dudes do that. They've been doing that. You know what I mean? I'll just pay for it and I'm good. They'll turn you down, school, because if they don't want you, bro, they don't want you. All the money in the world would not let you. She would not be willing to let you bend her over, bro. This is what it is. And a lot of guys don't want to accept that. That's when they end up committing crimes and stuff like that and get locked up for it. It's never that serious, bro. This go on about your business. The fact that he's a middle-aged man and he's all caught up in his feelings, he can't control his emotions, that lets you know that a lot of these guys you see, rappers, they all suckers, bro. Because, like, I won't say all of them, but damn near 90% of them are suckers, bro. They just have the money and the little status they have, temporary status that they have, to make it seem like they're bigger than what they are. When in reality, when you take away the money, they can keep the fame, because a lot of them famous, but they broke. But take away his money, and that's gonna show who he really is. A lot of people get caught up in the flashy lifestyle that a lot of them have, that they don't really pay attention to what kind of person that they really are. So in this case, like, bro, you're down bad. Now a lot of people that was rocking with you, they lose respect for you because you over here complaining about a female who like 15 years younger than you, fam. It's like, leave her alone, homie. Like, if she really wanted to mess with you, she know where you at, bro. I'm pretty sure you already saw her your addresses, you know what I mean, to your apartment, to your house. You already follow on Instagram. She know how to get in touch with you, homie. But the fact that you've been doing it for so long, now that it ain't working out for you, now you want to get online, you want to attack people, y'all in your feelings. But the reality is, like, any man who do that, you automatically gonna lose respect, bro. Females don't like that, so obviously dudes don't even like that. So it's just a shame that he can't be who he really say he was on all these apps. Somebody, he a pimp, he a player, you know, he run all this other stuff you be saying. In reality, he a sucker. Any guy that promotes, oh yeah, I'm a sugar daddy, you're a sucker, bro. You're a sucker. That's all I'm saying. Like, you're a loser, not financially, but on a day-to-day basis, as far as relationship-wise, as far as getting females, you're a loser. Any dude that got to crack open his wallet to get a female to come around him, you're down bad, homie. I don't know what to tell you. This is reality. A lot of guys don't want to hear that, but it's called the truth. It's like, dude, when I was in my 20s, bro, hell, even now, but when I was in my 20s, when I was just going that really hard in my 20s, I never paid a female to come over my house or, oh, let me pay you to go out to eat with me. Like, I understand it's a different time. Now you got all these guys that's throwing money at these females. I understand that, but when I was going out partying and stuff like that, like hardcore, when I was in college, I never paid a female to come to my place or go out or pay her to talk to me on the phone or nothing like that, or just gave a female. I never did that. I never did that. So for a millionaire to do that and be proud of it, bro, you're a loser. That's why, you understand this. Majority of the people that's in this group, in this circle, they all married. They all married. They actually got families, bro. They married. They got the kids, the whole nine. And I'll watch videos of him, and he'll be, hey, bro, come out with me. We got this. You know, of course he's still rapping, so he's still living that, that club, that rapper lifestyle. He's still going out to clubs, doing little shows. He'll ask some of his friends, like, hey man, we got this thing going on at this club or this lounge, come hang out with me. And I'll see in the video, they'll be like, nah, bro, I'm chilling with the family. And then he'll pause and be like, oh shit, okay, cool, I feel that. Bro, everybody leveled up but you. Now, you got the average person, they be like, oh yeah, money, this and that. Bro, I understand that, bro. But goddamn, nigga, for you to be in that position and you still act like you in your 20s, that's sad. Like, I see the facial expressions. They look at him, they feel bad for him, but they're not gonna say nothing. You know how people don't, they friends, they don't wanna make you feel, shame you, nothing like that. They just go along with the program. But I see it in their face how they feel bad. They literally feel bad for the dudes. Like, damn, man, you'll get it together or what? But they don't say nothing. It's like, hey, they just leave it alone and keep it pushing. But like, bro, what grown ass man with a family is excited about going to the club, going to these lounges? Ain't no dude worried about that, bro. This stuff old. That's why I tell you guys, if you want to do that while you're young, get out your system, because when you get older, stuff it has to change whether you want to change or not. But I'll be damned, I'm a 50-year-old dude talking about, yeah, I'm about to hit the club up tonight. Man, I ain't worried about no club, bro. I get it up in my late 20s. So what it like we want to go to the club my 20 years later, 30 years later. It ain't nothing wrong with it, but bro, my plan is never getting ready for the weekend to go to the club. No, bro, no, it's never gonna be like that. So anyway, the situation he's in is giving out suicidal. I'm just saying, bro, not saying you're gonna do that, but I'm just saying, like, when you see somebody going through that and they just can't get over something, they end up gonna do something crazy. I'm gonna say this too, he's not that kind of dude. He not that kind of dude. Like, I'm not the street dude, but I know street dudes, and I know I've been around them guys long enough to where you can depict which one is going, who about their life and not. You're not about that life, bro. But with that stuff that's going on with him, he's got to move on, bro. Because at the end of the day, you're a middle-aged man, and you chase that to some young female who clearly don't want you, bro. Then you go on the internet about it. And the fact that you're talking about, oh yeah, I'm a sugar daddy, you're losing, bro. You're losing. I never dealt with a female and gave her money to go out on a date or gave her. I never did that, bro. I'm sorry. Now, you got some guys who's doing that. I'm not shaming you for it, but I'm gonna say this: every female you come across and you always got a crack over your wallet, you're down bad, fam. Now you got some guys they dealing with females outside of their range, but they prostitutes. So that's you're not dealing with a female outside your range. She was a prostitute. But if you get some regular old female off of social media and you want to fly out and all this stuff like that, you down bad, fam. That's what it is, man. Now, whoever watched this video, I know damn near half of y'all gonna be upset, but that's just reality. Now, you got some guys that are gonna come in here try to speak up for them, which I find that very weird. But I know that them kind of guys, they never had a father in their life, because it doesn't make any sense. Not bashing the guy, just putting out these facts, take it how you want to, but he's just one of many guys. But he's the only guy he's one of many guys. But I'm pretty sure it's not a lot of guys that's getting on social media crying about it. They probably just taking the L in silence. But the fact that he's one of millions of guys who's doing this on a day-to-day basis, the fact that he thinks that his money, it's not even about the status, because most people don't even know who he is. It's the fact that he thinks he's doing good financially, that money will solve his relationship issues. It's not even relationship. He just paying for some ass, bro. This is really what it is. The fact that he trying to pay his way and women are still turning him down, it enrages him. Now, Meg Thee Stallion. Now, I'm not saying you guys. It don't matter if you care. I'm just using this for example. Meg Thee Stallion. It's a certain kind of female, bro. Like she has to like you. That's all I'm saying. Then she'll let you whatever. But the fact that Meg Thee Stallion has turned him down is not the ultimate reason why he just wilding out, bro. He crashing out. The fact that that's the straw that broke the camel back. This happens to this guy a lot, bro. This is reality. Now he think you're playing because a female you gonna take out to some 5-star restaurant. She can't even pronounce the restaurant, let alone ever heard of the restaurant, and she still ain't gonna let you bend her over. It just added up to Meg Thee Stallion. That was the straw that broke the camel back. So she's not the ultimate reason why he's just wilding out. She's like the final straw of why he's wilding out. This ain't the first time that he got turned down, bro. He trying to pay for some ass. That happened to me a million times. It just got to the point to where it just was too much for him. Now he want to lash out on everybody. In reality, it's like, bro, that's your own fault. Go get you a librarian. Go get you a substitute teacher. Go get you a damn principal somewhere and sit your ass down. But the fact that you getting close to 50 and you thinking that this shit is cool because you over here trying to, you're trying to pay for these little girls to get some ass. Well, I don't say little girls, they grown women, but these young girls, you trying to get some ass and they ain't really working out for you. They let you know that you down bad, bro. So all his friends, they know that, bro. Cause you on social media bragging about it. That's not a win, homie. That's not a win. Like I tell you guys, I'm gonna wrap this video up after this, bro. That's not a win. If anytime you gotta crack open your wallet to get some ass, or just to have a female around you, because in his situation, majority of the time they just around him. He's just paying them females to be around him, bro. Anytime, if you're a player, whatever you want to call yourself, but every time you get around a female, you guys gotta crack open your wallet, you're down bad, homie. That's all I'm telling you. So anyway, guys, female turning down, which most guys, we are used to that. Don't get on social media crying about it, bro. Don't get on social media trying to start attacking people for no reason, trying to belittle people, all this stuff like that. It's just making your situation worse, bro. That's all I'm saying. So I don't hate the dude, but I did lose a little respect for him. But at the end of the day, when you pay attention to a certain person over a certain amount of time, they start to show who they really are. So I already know, nothing against the guy. I hope he just keep doing his thing, but at the end of the day, I knew what kind of person he was as time went on, as he kept talking. At some point in time, the more you talk, more than likely you're gonna say something dumb. So in his case, he kept talking and he started to expose who he really was at the end of the day. So, me personally, don't got nothing against him, but I know for sure he not that dude. He not that dude. He not that Rico Suave type of dude or whatever. Like, he don't have that level of attractionness like Chris Brown, Michael B. Jordan. None of them kind of guys. And it's fine. But you gotta know your place. And I'm letting you guys know right now, just because you have money, fame is, whatever. But just because you have those type of, those attributes to you, those advantages to you, don't mean that every woman in the world is gonna bow down to you, bro. That's just reality. Shit, hell, you got ugly girls that'll turn you down. You know what I mean? This is reality. So that's all it is, bro. Like, know he actually know where he at on the food chain. He just refused to accept it. So understand where you at on the food chain, and then your life will be a little less toxic, a little less dramatic. That's all I'm telling you guys. So that's all I got to say, man. But don't get on social media crying about these females don't want to be with you and how much money you was willing to spend on them, this and that. Like, that's loser talk, bro. That's loser talk. That's all I got to say, man. So I hope it work out for him. I hope he come to his senses and get him a female that's in his age group that got her head on right, and he can go ahead and live his life like that, bro. But as far as, he'll want to continue living this rapper lifestyle like he was when he was in his 20s at his peak of his career, it's over with, bro. It's never coming back. So that's just reality, man. But hey, he doing it to himself. If you guys agree, if you disagree, leave your thoughts down below. If you got any, in the comments, if you got anything you want me to cover, leave it down below. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and no matter what else, protect your peace, your pockets, and your purpose.